Good day, class. My name is Mark Spindler, instructor for the Key Workplace Essential Skills Training Program, and today we are going to talk about locations in video 2 of 7 about how to use Boxstorm. So here in Boxstorm, we're in the locations page, and I already have some locations created. I've used the location group warehouse to indicate my room. And here I have rack A, which is the wood shelving here. I have labels on that. And then also I have another rack B. So we are going to create a third rack and then some shelf locations. But first I want us to try and understand this concept by creating a new location group. So I have the warehouse location group, and in some warehouses you might have a refrigerated section and you might have a dry goods section. So I'm going to create a new location group called fridge, okay, and then inside of this location group I will create 2 racks, maybe for the main part of the fridge and then for the door part of the fridge. So I'll click new. Here I'll type rack A and then the location path. So this is where you select the location group, okay, and then you click save, and then we'll add one more, okay, rack B, and it will be through fridge, okay. So and then we'll do one more layer. So we have fridge as the main location group. Inside of that we have 2 racks, and then after that we'll add shelving. So often you'll alternate between numbers and letters so that it's easier to decode when you see the location number. Okay, let's add a couple shelves. So 0, 1, and this is in rack A, okay, and then we'll add another one, 0, 2, location path, rack A, okay, all right. And then we'll add a couple racks a couple shelves for rack B. So let me add one more, and I can do 0, 1. It's a different 0, 1 because it's inside of rack B. Okay, there we go, perfect. And one more. So this you should be doing this. We've already created items and used the item numbering system in video 1. Now you need to create a location group, a rack. So maybe you can pick something where you can store your items, a rack, and then inside of the rack you need to create some individual shelves. So right now I need to create one more shelf for the fridge door here. Okay, and fridge door. There we go. Okay, so perfect. So if you look there on the right, it says fridge, and then there's a line, rack A, then 0, 2. Okay, and I'm going to put something like this. So this is just showing, this location number just shows you the rack and then the shelf. Okay, so if we take a look at our current warehouse, let's take a close look. We can see what locations we can add. So at the moment, we have 7 locations here for this rack, and I'm going to put one right on top there, okay? Also, we have 3 shelves for rack B, but I'm going to put one on top of there. And then I've also created another rack area with these 2 totes here, but I haven't entered those into the system. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to add rack C and then add those 2 locations. So it's very good to have labels that will match your location. So in any time you would create a warehouse, or often in warehouses when you're reorganizing spaces, you might be adding new location numbers. So let's create a new rack inside of warehouse. Okay, we'll call this rack C. We already have the labels placed, and parent path is warehouse. Okay, let's save that. Okay, and now we're going to add 2 shelves inside of rack C. Okay, let's shelf 1. That's the black tote. I can add a description if I want, just to make it easier for someone looking, if it wasn't me looking through the warehouse. Okay, and that's inside of rack C. Let's find rack C. There it is. Okay, same as parent. We're in Canada. Okay, and one more. Okay, this one is shelf 2. This is the shoebox. It's a shoebox. Okay, and that's inside of rack C. It's the vertical place. Okay, so lastly, we will now create a location inside of the warehouse management system, inside of Boxstorm. For these 2 locations, we will tape our label to the shelving, the racking, and then we'll be done for today. Okay, so let's start with A08. So we already have rack A, so I just need to create shelf space 08. So let's click new, type 08, and let's find rack A, not fridge, warehouse, rack A. Perfect. Okay, good. Now let's do B04. So click new, okay, 04, and it is in warehouse under rack B. Okay, and there, that's done. Now I'm going to tape these labels to their shelving, and I will get back to you. So as we can see, we now have we have rack shelf 7, then shelf A08, then we have location B03 and location B04. So now I have all of the locations I need, and the next step is to create a suppliers and customers in video number 3, and then after that we'll be ready to do some purchase orders and sales orders in the following video. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.